start now with deletion with connected speech sounds, and let's have a kind of covering what we have discussed both in Unit 7 and Unit 8 concerning the sounds. So as you remember, in Unit 7 we have an exercise which was about connecting words and where we have the th, the and h sounds deleted, right? And we have in Unit 8 also we have an exercise which is related to linking two words together, like the first word starts with, ends with a consonant, and the second one starts with a vowel, and we have seen how this consonant, the first consonant, or the consonant, the last consonant in the first word, how it moves to the second word, which starts with a vowel, as in the examples which we have in get up. Get, we have the T as a consonant, and we have up, the vowel, the U sound. So when it ends with the consonant and starts, we have the second word starting with the vowel, we have the consonant moving to the beginning of the second word, and it will be instead of get up, get up, get up. Now, in this section, in this part which I added to the lectures, to the units which we have discussed earlier, we are going to have, as I said, we will come back to that exercise, but let's have it together now, and then we will move to the exercise which we have in Unit 8. Now, linking, and what kind of linking here? We have deletion. Linking, deletion. Just write in 7. This is related, delete, from delete. Yeah. Deletion. Now we have the T sound. Linking consonant. You see, let's read it together. And I added to the end the link. If you want to listen to the examples here, if you want to listen to them online, you have the link. Yeah, it is at the end. For more practice, if you want to practice more, just go to the link, and you will have examples, and you can listen and check your pronunciation and the pronunciation which is provided online. Now, linking consonant plus T into a consonant, and we have the example of must be. Yes, in the previous lecture, in Unit 7, notice, must be. Usually, if we read it together, if we read it into one unit, do we say must be or must be? Must be. Now, what is the rule? When a word, yes, who can read? When a word ending, Noor, read it.
When a word ending in consonant plus T.
Yeah, when a word ends with a consonant plus E. Now, we have consonant plus E. Must. Notice the example. It ends with T, and what do we have before the T? S, not T. Consonant. So, we have T, and this T is preceded. What is preceded? Masbooq with a consonant. So must be. What happens? Continue.
Into a word beginning with a consonant, the final T or the first word is often deleted.
Yes, the final T of the first word is often deleted. So we have, again, all of them are consonants. Here, don't be confused with vowels. No vowels. We have two words. The first word ends with T, and this T, just to make things easier for you, what do we have before the T? Consonant. And what is after the T? Consonant. So in other words, when the T is between two consonants. Right? Just to make things easier. Must be. Notice, we have the T in between two consonants. The first first consonant is in the same word and the second one is in the next word. So in this case, the T is deleted. So again, let's read the rule again. When a word ending in a consonant plus T links into a word beginning with a consonant, the final T, this is what happens. The final T of the first word is often deleted. Now, what is the purpose? When we have linking, when we have connection, when we connect words together, what is the purpose? Why do people usually connect words together or have this kind of linkage? To speak fast, what else? To sound more beautiful. And they are written here actually before you. Yeah, they are written. Let's read them. As we have already discussed in the introductory section to connected speech, here, native English speakers connect words in their sentences in order to add, what is the purpose? Musicality. It is much more interesting when we have the words connected together. Flow. What is flow? Easier in pronunciation. Flow, انسيابية. Efficiency. What is efficiency? In a best way, in a better way. To add efficiency, كفاءة here, to the English. Musicality? Music? Yeah, musicality, yeah. Now, connecting words together, we have consonant plus vowel and we have consonant plus consonant. We have connection usually when we connect words together. We have this connection done in two ways. The first one is connecting consonant plus a vowel, like what we have in this example. Get up, consonant. We are connecting consonant and a vowel, and we have connection of vowel plus consonant plus a consonant. Now the first one, consonant plus a vowel. Can you read? No, just when a word.
Consonant plus vowel. When a word is in consonant sound and is followed by a word that starts with a vowel sound, the speaker should push the consonant sound forward and connect it the vowel in the next word.
And connect it to the vowel in the next word. Now stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Notice the V is moved to the second word. I need it. How do we read it? I need it. Need it. Dit. Notice the D is with the it. Dit. I need it. Stop it. Yes? Yes? Read a book. How do we read it? Read a book. Notice, read a book. So the D is with the A. Read a book. Which one? Consonant. Read, but notice here we are linking. What do we link? Do we link the vowel or do we link the consonant? The consonant, and we are still in the first one. Notice, consonant plus a vowel, and it is here the consonant and the A vowel. So we are still in the same section. Consonant plus a vowel. Notice, read a book. How do we say it? Plus consonant? No, this is, forget this one. This is about deletion. This is when we delete the T. But here, when we link the word. The example in must be, this is when we delete the T. We said the T between two consonants. But here in the example which we have like read a book or get up, it is when you have a word ending with a consonant and another word following and the second word starts with a vowel. So in this case, get up. the consonant moves to the second word. Read this consonant. The vowel or consonant? Vowel. Let's have the example here. Look. Read a book. Notice, we said consonant vowel. As simple as it is, consonant vowel, like this one, consonant vowel. So the D, when we pronounce it, look, read a book. Read, it will be two sections, two syllables. Read the book. Read a book. Clear? Any question? At all? The second. Not at all. What does it mean, not at all? No. What does it mean, not at all? Sure? Did you check it? It is used as one expression. Not at all. It is used as one expression. It means لا شكر على واجب. Not at all. Not at all. Also link, look, not at all, not at all. Not at all. The T is moved to the second one. Now, consonant plus consonant. Yes, Noor, read it. Begin. Pronounce. Lengthening. Long. What is long? طويل, long. As an adjective, what is the verb? Lengthen. The verb from long, lengthen. Yeah. And here, gerund. Long, the adjective long. The verb, lengthen. So, we don't pronounce the consonant if it is repeated. We don't pronounce it twice. You have the example, best time. How do we pronounce it? Best time. Do we say best time? Difficult. We say best time. What's the best time? What's the best time? Yes? Big grab. Great. Big grape. Grape, what is grape? Grape, what is grape? Lemon. Good day. Good day. Good day. One consonant, we don't pronounce both of them. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. So notice, most often we have the same consonants, similar consonants. Now, section 2, any question about consonant? One consonant. So if we have two consonants, the pronunciation is only of one. Now in section 2, as previous lessons have already discussed, the ED ending in English has 3 sounds. We talked about this in the previous lecture. Now, simple parts. If we took the simple parts, the pronunciation of the ED in the simple parts, we said it has 3 ways to pronounce the ED. Let's remember them together. Yes? ED in English, when you add it to a verb, it has 3 pronunciations. The first one is te, the second one is this, and the third one is it. Now, when do we pronounce the ED as this? Notice here in your book, yes? With T. When do we pronounce the ED? Yes. Started. So it is here or there? Here, started. So let's have this one. If the verb ends with T or D, then the ed pronoun or is pronounced as id. Last. Always, yeah, always. Look, we say last. Last as a verb, what does it mean? Yeah. Now, if we add ed, how do you pronounce it? Lasted. We don't say last. Last. Lasted. Lasted. Now, when end, look, let's have another example. End. Notice, what do we have here? D. It ends with D. Now, if we added ed, what is the pronunciation here? Id. Ended. Ended. Land. Landed. Now, when do we pronounce it as this and when do we pronounce it as this? Miss. What is miss? It ends with notice, it is the same way. Here ed and here it is ed. But in this case, it is miss. Miss. Held. Held. Notice. When we add ed, how do you pronounce it? Held. Held. Even in pronunciation, notice, in pronunciation, it is easier to say held than held or held. Which is easier to the noun? Which is easier to say held? Held, it's very easy. But when we say ended, can we say ended? It's difficult. If you want to say it, you find it difficult in pronunciation. Now, we are not going to go into detail here in this section, but I'm going to give you a bit of advice about these sounds or the sounds when we pronounce the ed as this. We said, notice, if you have any of these sounds, any of these endings, if the verb ends with any of these words, notice, hop, hop, speak, leak, leak. What is leak? Leak, link. Let's have link. Link, yeah. Do we say linked? Link, notice, linked. Love, love, miss, miss, wash, wash, etc. Clear? Now, what is the common element in these sounds? This is called in English voice. The same in Turkish now when you study this shihab. This is the same list, almost the same list. But notice, when we say voice, you know vocal cord? Vocal, what is voice? Voice, the adjective, vocal, adjective, vocal, cord, حبال, vocal cord, حبال صوتية. Look, with voiceless sounds, hello, just, you will write, look, with these sounds, we don't have vibration in vocal cords. مع الأصوات هي ما بيكون في عندنا اهتزاز بالحبال الصوتية. Okay, just put your hands at home, practice. No vibration. But notice if you said the other sound, notice V. Try to pronounce V. Put your hand there. V. You feel the vibration in the vocal cord. Clear? الأصوات هي ما بيكون في اهتزاز بالحبال الصوتية، لهيك بيسموها voice. In Arabic what do we call them? أحرف الهمس بالعربي. Now, the rest of the sounds, those which are not in this list and not in this list, if the verb ends with any of them, then the pronunciation of the ed or of the d, it is as this. Notice, let's have the example here of love. What is love? يضحك. Now, it is pronounced as love. Yeah, it is T. But notice here. Do we say loved? Is it easy to say loved? So it will be just this. Love. And it is not loved. We don't say loved. Only when it is P or D, we pronounce the ED as T. Good? So we have T and D for it. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sounds. It is T. The rest of the sounds, D. Clear? Any question? No question? Now you have examples, some examples here in these notes. Let's read them together. Yes, please. When do we say
cheese, because there is no vibration in the vocal cord. What is it? When you say the H consonant sound, it still seems expression for your vocal cord until you not vibrate and pronounce the ED ending as a voiceless T.
So,
Similarly, when we say buzz.
Buzz. Notice that is it in this section? Like, look. Like first, love. Efficient. أكثر كفاءة. بطريقة
Because the vocal cord vibrates voice when you say the consonant sound, the ending will naturally continue to vibrate and sound like a.
When there is, Noor, continue. When there is a. The last line, when there is, yes, when there is.
When there is a T or a D
before the ED,
that ending will be
pronounced as id. Got it? This is for you now. Clear? This is a repetition of what we have explained. But in case you go home, if you read them at home, in order to be able to follow with what we have discussed here. Now, we have examples. We still have examples about this, and it, and let's read them together. Yes? Reach. The second one, yes, Noor? Cold, not eat, cold. Haven't. Included. Now you see the difference in pronunciation? Now who can read them together, all of them? Thanks. Noor, repeat them. Included. Now, section 3, now we have, this is related to the deletion of the he sound. These function words where we delete the H include the following. Notice, when we have in the pronoun he has, him, his, hair. Usually, when we have connection, the hair sound is deleted. Because these hair words read,
Both these words begin with a vowel sound after the beginning of H. Important
to connect.
connection speech so that the consonant that comes before the H as the word can be clearly heard at the beginning of the vowel sound.
Now we have the example. What did he do? What did he? Notice, it is not what did he, what did he? What did he do? What did he do? The second one, notice that I did not say what did he do. What happened? The hair is deleted, then connected to did. So it will be did he. Did he. Instead of did he, what did he? What did he say? Any question? Any question so far about these 3 pages? They are not difficult, but all what you need to do is to go home and to study them. So, if once you go home, don't keep them now like usual. So just open your notes, these 3 pages, follow up with them and study them. And yes, we are coming back now to the final exercise. Now let's go to page 40 and we have exercise number 2 in the Sound Smart section. Look at these sentences and underline the sounds that are joined together. You have the example. Can I. Notice, can, the N consonant, like get up. Can I take, the final E is not considered. بالصوتيات دائما الإي في آخر الكلمة ما بنعتبرها. Take, what is the last sound? شو آخر صوت؟ Take. What is the last sound? K. Take. A. Can I take a brochure? Take a brochure, please. Got on, yes. The ball. Both hands. Both feet and both hands. And sail across. Sail across to the island. Now why did we say the? It was followed by a word starting with a vowel. It was followed by a word starting with a vowel. Number B, done. Number C. I want a table. With a view. With a view. Of the sea, if possible. So just I want a table with a view. Want a table with a view. Yes, Noor. Give her a chance to say to do one. I had a good look around. Again, K-A. Look around the castle. E. Went out with a group. That afternoon. Clear? How you might have a question in the exam like this exercise. Look. honestly, you are going to have an exercise in the exam which includes all the phonetic sections which we have. So that is why I tried to have them into a list to explain how things are done, when the sound is deleted and when the sound is linked to the other one. So you might have a sentence like this. To identify, look, you might have a question to identify the sounds which are linked in a sentence. I might give you a sentence like this in the exam, and then I want you to underline what are the sounds that are linked together. In the same way, yeah. Also concerning deletion, what are the sounds that are deleted? For example, the T, if you have a vowel after the T, is it deleted? If you have a word ending with T, but what we have after T is not a consonant, if it is a vowel, do we delete the T? Must avoid. You must avoid. Must avoid. What does it mean? Do we delete the T in must avoid? Must avoid. Here, must avoid. Is it deletion of the T or linking with the next word? Hello? Hello? Must avoid. Now, in this example, is it deletion or linking concerning the T? Must, deleting, linking. Notice here, when it is deleting, what do we have before the T? Consonant. Here we have consonant, but what after the T? Consonant, and here vowel. If it is a vowel, what happens? This T will move just before the second vowel, and here must avoid. Avoid, must avoid, so it is linking rather than deletion. Clear? So you might have, as I mentioned for you previously, you might have them underlined, and I might ask you to underline them. It can be both ways. To underline the sound which is linked or the sound which is deleted. This is number one. I took some notes here just to quickly about the exam. So I took some notes before I come here. You will have questions actually in the exam in different sections. The first section usually it is about statements and answers. You remember in the first unit which we studied together, we have agreement, how to agree and disagree with somebody. Sometimes you might hear a sentence, you might have a sentence written, and you have to agree. Agreement now, it can be, it is possible to have it into multiple choices A, B, C, D, or I might ask you to agree with it, to write the agreement yourself. So it can be both ways, either multiple choices or to agree. For example, she might say, I like tea. Now if you want to agree with her, how do you agree? So do I. So I do. Me too. Me neither. Neither do I am. Do I. Right? This is in the first unit. So you go back to those exercises and you can prepare. So again, the first question, as I said, it can be statement and how to agree or disagree. Also, you can have questions about situation. For example, you are in a restaurant. You have been waiting for your drinks for half an hour. What do you say? To complain in this case. You have to complain. Again, I'll repeat, it is just as an example. You are in a restaurant. You have been waiting for your drinks for half an hour. What do you say in this case? Remember, this is greeting. we have some situation and you have to respond. So you have to be able to respond in the same way we did the exercises previously during our classes. Now, like what we have today, for example, you tell a friend about your wonderful holiday in Canada. What do you say? Just read in Unit 7, I think it was about visiting places or something like this. If we mention a city, if a city is mentioned in the book, if we change it, it's the same way. You for example, let's talk about computer, laptop or printer. If you have a problem with your printer and you take it back to the shop, what do you say? So again, if you have your printer, if there is a problem in your printer and you repair it, then you have a problem with it. The problem is still there. What do you say? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the same way. You should go back to the exercises. Also, sometimes we have follow-up questions. We had some exercises about follow-up. You remember them? How to follow up with more questions? How to ask to get more information? Yeah, if you want to get more information about something, I think about renting a house. If you want to rent a house, you have lots of questions about following up. So also this is important. Question tags. We have an exercise about question tags. We have an exercise about adjectives, comparative, the superlative. You know the adjectives, the comparative and the superlative. Also you might have a question related to them. Again, as we said, you might have questions, multiple choices about agreement or disagreement, and you might have a question where you have to write the agreement or disagreement yourself. ممكن يكون سؤال انتم بدكم تكتبوا الإجابة الagreement or disagreement. Text. You might have a paragraph and some words, and of course from what we have studied, and then you have to fill in the text with words from the books. No, not like book. You might have a paragraph, missing words, and these missing words are in a book. You have a book, you have some words, then you have sentences. You have to complete the sentences from the book. Difficult? Also, you have adjectives describing, for example, food. Positive adjectives, sometimes you have negative adjectives. So you should be able to differentiate between both of them. And don't forget, we are going, of course, to have some questions related to these exercises, the last one which we have done today. And in case you have any question, you can ask either by using the WhatsApp, or if you have something you can use the email. Yeah, no problem. You can use the email if you have some questions to ask about. Which one? We haven't finished. We are still talking about the exam. Yeah, we haven't finished. You will have also... Just a minute. Wait a minute. You will have also a section to read a statement and to write a reply. No, this is just as an example. You will have... ما بعطيكم نماذج. Just example. Let's finish first. You also will have, as we said, statement and how to write a reply to that statement. Statement, reply to the statement. For example, if you ask me, people work harder these days than in the past. Oh. You should write your reply. Let's have another one to make things easier. Is everything alright with your stick? Stick. What is stick? Meat. Is everything, now you are in a restaurant, you are eating. Is everything alright with your stick? Stick, what is stick? Yes, just yes it is? No, I'm afraid it's a little underdone. So you should write a reply, not yes no questions. Don't write yes no questions. Don't answer with yes it is, no it is not. So here you should write a reply. Is everything alright with your stick? No, I'm afraid it's a little underdone. What was the food like in the restaurant you went to last night? Again, go back to that unit and follow up with questions like this. Also, you might have a question about multiple choices, the thing which you were asking about. Conversation, of course, the list of the conversations which you are listening to and the exercise which you are doing, they are important and they are very important in speaking. So if you want to improve your speaking, how can you improve your speaking without learning the conversation? And also for example, because from them you are going to answer questions. Look, read each situation and circle your answers. Which is the most effective way to maintain a conversation? To continue a conversation. Now, smile and look friendly. Ask lots of follow-up questions. Talk as much as you can. What do you choose? Number 2. Now if you want to maintain or to have your conversation continue, what do? We ask follow-up questions. What should you do if you can't understand someone's accent? What should you do if you didn't understand someone's accent? You will have examples. You can choose from a list. Relax and try to tune in. Relax and try to tune in. What is tune in? Tune in. It's to familiarize yourself with what is said, with the accent, with the sound of that guy. Sometimes it happens if you are talking to someone for the first time, even Arabic or in any other language. So sometimes some people, they have a problem in the sound, in the pronunciation of certain sounds. So when you listen to them for the first time, you find it very difficult to understand what they are saying. But after a while, when your ear is used to what they are saying, you will understand them easily, right? So this is called the tune in. Do you relax and try to tune in, or try to avoid speaking to them? If there is somebody speaking like this, do you avoid? What is avoid? يتجنب. Do you avoid speaking to them, or do you smile and pretend you understand? Number 1. And of course, all of them are mentioned in our book. Any questions? Any questions? No? Not yet. We still have another example. Yeah, of course we should study it. And any problem? You don't have them? I'll send them on the group. I'll send them in the group. And also I try to do you have any problem with the exercises which you have done so far? No? Anyway, I try to have them done in few pages. نحاول نخلي الحل يكون محلولات التمارين اللي أخذناها كلها كم صفحة, just like a key. like answer key to the exercises which are done. In case if you have any question, just you can check them. Unit 1, exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can check your answer. I can send them on email. If you do you have email? You have email? Write it. Okay, you can send it on WhatsApp. Any questions? Good luck. Work hard and all the best.